Boko, ANS Trading Agency Limited. Ewo Air Freight Special Service. And on your money at the Befa Plane. Intin Tempana, Kwaku Oteng. Obetuma for Sapa, we also the new free Ghana, Aqua UK, and Germany. FAGG them, which is also at the year. I mean, drop a bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pair, and a 40-footer, any 20-footer container. FA UK, Edico Ghana, and Germany, Edico Ghana. Oma Manuoma Yemre, import to, export to, them there for you. Omo Ghana Namani, 0249 170 423. UK has over Freya 0790 802 7527. Germany 09173 771 2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantam. Wana Beboya Baso. Maybe next time in a fill up from the Bebro. Menu makwekwe asempa kania. Semenam na meti asempa na mamwa mania na manoke kame. Anyembia wati ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Sa woka se door to door for no de ani wetwa. Esanse obie ne wa wo se wo was door to door business nim. Wo nneoma wo UK a wo de kwa Ghana. Ana se Germany a wo de kwa Ghana. 3 to 5 weeks ebekwa akodu nipa ne punu anu se try. Na de mo demonstration ko se adwuma de ewe mu ne se wo ho bo no. Eda from se boko. ANS Trading Agency Limited. Ewo Air Freight Special Service. And on your money, you never play. Intin Tempana, Kwaku Oteng. Obetuma for Sapa, we also the new free Ghana, Aqua UK, and Germany. FAGG them, which is also at the year. I mean, drop a bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pair, and a 40-footer, any 20-footer container. FA UK, Edico Ghana, and Germany, Edico Ghana. Oma Manuoma Yemre, import to, export to, them there for you. Omo Ghana Namani, 0249 170 423. UK has over Freya 0790 802 7527. Germany 09173 771 2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantam. Wana Beboya Baso. Maybe next time in a fill up from the Bebro. Menu makwekwe
Wabusia memo akwaba mra Ghana News TV so na medin ene na na se 5 ne bobo efia no pa unyante menka mekoto mu aba ohwe me we dey your friend say dey ka akokoto no mikoko ngoko na mkoto mu aba but na medi gusua marke enioma ekoso ewo eye abato emu a ene asem keto abusia eno na marke kani nyina bom a me de ebesomo ha Ghana News TV so na medin ene nana sefa ni bobo ufrem the nose man na mejo so na busia ene da Ghana mampani His Excellency na Kwaku Akufo Adoo wakoto na aba onim se chebi no to na aba sanso ene oti krure ene krawre ngoma so ene brawre kra san ka hu bi oti kokko so Otumfour na no sei tutu ababio Otumfour osei tutu ababio otoso mienu ene wato na aba sanso ena NPP flag bearer Yera His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wato na aba na Yera to na aba sanso ena former president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakoto na aba na ansa na okoto aba na kra no rituals nko a oyeye obole ansa na woko baby a yeto aba na no so ni nyina no yede ba beto anim bedwasere de mesro se na dedi kan aba ha hwemia na wa subscribe na wa share dia mama o subscribe nso a edon na eda ho no na wemia so se be ya bribia no ye video a ubenya first hand information first prompt na wabo hoden na watimi abehwesa so na meka yo se na dedi kan aba hwemia ANS Trading Agency eye adwumaku a yaka ho asem a na nya omu ye nyina ene se Ghana fo a muwa buruchiri a wosem niema mode bo my Ghana mu no omode ane frɛ ANS Trading Agency omu phone number he na o screen so no ewiase afa na nyina ba bia wo bia no wo frɛ omu ombegye dia abrɛw omu onea omde fa wiem hyen enti se onema o Ghana ha na wo se bo buruchiri a just call them omu Ghana number na wo ho no frɛ omu a ombe deliver eniema no dia abrɛw ewo abrochiri within 2-3 days na onsa aka na Ghana ha no on se uko bibi ebedi Ghana na ewo se kwa aya na obre ho sanso na umilo bi no niam bi a uhia o Ghana ha no ebeka ha aya na obre o passport chese enioma document ehia ni nyina no over ANS Trading Agency Ghana number 053 544 1359 053 544 1359 na oma bomodian no ma deliver the amount every it omo ye ho ade ne ye wa brochen so also oba my Ghana mu eno so ombedi ho dwuma ade abro na busua me anya fast na yemwura mu Ghana mampani aso ye ena me free sesia na eho no ena enedai ena oto na aba na onim se Ghana mampani oto aba wonto aba wonkan ha na emom ba bia wo free eye chebi achem eyom kropon emu ena woto na aba na enedai wakopie mu ewo ho akoto na aba na mra okoto aba no na cameraman wo mu boalangard wo ho den a yaba omodin atwe nsem no ne kwan a ofa asoto na aba nsem wo kan wo ho after abato no yetwe ni nyina bi egu ya homa so a abusua mienko na yenko hwene ekoso ewoche bi ebra Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo Adoo Adodi Adoo Primai okoto na aba no ne ekoso ewo ho enhwe bi mra sisi a enti abusuya Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo Adoo ena wadi kan atimu a wamwa no ede ko hyem we no presidential paper no unse eno no nkofo ewoso no dose pa nte wa ten ena wadi kan print e no mpese ninsa nifa no kra no ode to print e na be kanti no ode ninsa be gudi ahyem sanso na ne yire beautiful Rebecca oni mse baby oso gira na ne bagina ode na ne baby a okunu ejina no na ne yire enso ejina ho nti no unse ne yire nso ato ne de sanso no wie na parliamentary no nso akoto a achimwabu akwa yes South constituency no Rock of Ages polling station 1 ena wo mkoto sa ba abusua na wote fans ahodo a wie no ensem ode tu bia.
How was it?
Fine. The process was excellent. Very smooth, very simple.
Comparatively to the number of elections you voted in, how do you see this very well?
This one's very efficient. Very efficient.
People are cheering to you.
I'm happy about that.
So much has been done.
Yeah, but I think apart from today, the reports that are coming in from across the country suggest that this election is going very well and that it is being done peacefully. Ghanaians are showing their commitment to democratic outcomes, and we all have to be thankful to God for that. What I want to tell everybody is, those of you who have yet to vote, please go out and vote. Each vote counts. Your voice matters. And we want to have a situation whereby at the end of the day, the majority of Ghanaians are satisfied with the outcome.
Abusia enti ote se Ghana mampani ye chen se uba ya wanfo man fans pa no a tue siriem che hwe asi o nani age se ne wanfo eje no fel so no na sanso e na process na wo fa mu no wan se bibia ekoyie kama very simple e na e course so na abusia emra ko du ho no fans ne de se na mekan no na enye easy na comments I shall see bad in the was it me bomodiana me jibre na me can mam salu me koi my who comment or say hi and Jane Enoch say it is possible Enoch yes is here dear politics no yam fan kon na yam focus on Ghana battle no enti abusua yegusua ewo eye Ghana ene yabato a ekoso across Ghana enam so ama ye nyina ye de ho agim o my Ghana ena ye hwe anim se ye bedi nkunim se ye NPP NDC PNC for kra de o ma withdraw de o mo ballot ne o mo nipa ne nyina o mo so mo de aka GM de ho sanso ena ye movement for change for ejina mu den sanso ena chese parties ni de bebre but ni nyina no ye hwe anim se a very peaceful election ena Ghana or my Ghana ye hwe anim wo hwe a international bodies no obia hwe anim se Ghana ebe show say yes indeed Africa ha nyina say ye kan say Ghana ena eba no kabima minka bia ye teso a ye be make sure say ye be deliver enunti eda wo hu say Ghana mampani wo to na aba omanfo ahia no ewo ho omo man fans ne je say na no obia ento twede kan ewo ho but unim say o my Ghana mu ha de there is no way ababeko so a obi a oye busuefo obi angopie mu ho enkoto twede kan ohun eno ne ade ye ya no ye ya eno no but unim say ebiasi ama watibi mezuma tibi na nyamete ye no enche bia me de nyina beba beto ani bedwasre de na nyina ya bobo ho ahwese sai na yebetimi aye na o my Ghana de nya yebetimi aye a sa de nyina no eto ebetwa abusua ha Ghana News TV so medin na nasefa me bobo na Ghana mampani His Excellency na nadan Kwaku Oteng eto abawie ye na ne yire eboni chidom wo bo piano sa owie no anso ho a empanifo ahodo ato aba na otikrure ne brawre ngoma so yewura na osei tutu ababi otoso mienu asante mayura Otumfour osei tutu wato aba ne na aba no senia oto ye babi ekoye no obe da ehunu na emra woto aba no nananom ede eye entuma kuru babi a wo hye no sebe ya obi mfa ne camera nzoomi ina hwe se woto amasoro ho ana woto amase ho womkuru hu nyina achi no wo ba na woni ne wo faase ne ba prekope yewura Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe a dodo na hotedin a wode bo no napo na opani ebepie mu ho ebra wo ba ne wodi na Otumfour se tutu ababi wa animu a wo cheche nkwan na fa ha wura ha mienko ha wiye ye ekodu se ewoso to aba no eno nso abato no ekoso kama na senia midi kan ye Ghana mampani ekopie mu ewo ho no to aba no one na yire my beautiful Rebecca ena ekokoto aba no sanso ena nana osei tutu ababi Otumfour osei tutu ababi otoso mienu piao nana wokopie mu ewo ho wo konso enye ono nko ni Julia ni chocho mucho anansen ya Ratri Park wokohwe se enioma new ones bi betimi akokoso ho ama eho aye secure and safe for enkwada agudi omkopie mu ho abusua seni abato no womto no seni amanfo gi wo mo felso ewo Kumase ne yenko ne yenkohwe ne entie ne koso wo nyina seni american ese wo ha Ghana News
It's been folded. The ballot
Abusia enti abatoɔ no enti abusia yewra openso yewra Otumfour na no say tutu ababio na wakoto na aba mra wakoto aba no so muhu hawa ekọ no yede ade kuru no say da bi opani de yentimi ma obi anhwe baby a woto aba no ekonti no ma oto no simple saa no na abusia yewra Dr. Kwaku Oteng hwe ono so waje ne de a eja wakopie mu ewo ye ballot box du mu a woto ne de enti na abato ndi eguso a ekoso de ndenden ewo Ghana, across Ghana na we no atifi asante mantamu ede na agusua wo hwe no Absenti Yeguswa Mao live broadcast of whatever is going on across Ghana. Na Abusia say anything about to you because we dear maintain me ho say enipa ba ko mienu bi maintain me ho say ebe pie mu. Na so still na no nyame adom bibia ekoso kama ewom se enkrofo bi ente me ho ase a wo mo apagya wo mo homene so ewo across Ghana ha baby bebre ebi ho abeti yese yate se we no tomprinti we wa ha na he gidigidi no ma boyura ho ni nyina no ade a aya atasi ni titiru ebra abato ekoso na busua opemso ato awie die na yento aso na yenko atifi do mantamu wale na Ghana vice president asisi no wo pese yento abama no na omega na mampani ye His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia eho enokoto na aba na wokoto na ba no sei e na kwa ebusia ye be so say ndi kan aba hwe anu subscribe no wa share dia man.
Yes, sir.
I like. Yeah. Oh, money, bro. I'll be
Enti abusia wo se Ghana mampani abedi echi Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wadi kan akwa wa ye nia ewose oye ona ediki mu a ye de ne paper ma no na wa ye na wato de de enti His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ena won eti ne krata no e de ama no na afi wakoto na we there it's very obvious and say e ka kire wo say obeto ama no definitely and no dear it is an open secret wo bia ebehu say it is an open secret na His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena wo tusuta taya woko ballot box di mu na afi wakotim na o twen so pani odi nanim no obetim ni die na wie otim wie a na afi opani a opese Ghana nto abama no and titiri NPP fo nto abama no na wo hwe paper no won se paper na etenten pa ba etire ho no nko ano de ato box do so nti we di adanse epefe se otim ama ne ho ankasa abusia we ense se e ka kire otim ama no he o hwe oh paper no wani atim awie wa paper ne nsa awie e na wo bu atoso what you say isi a wo ka atoso we en wasa bukam ena wo bukam last one a wo de kọ no de akọhye ballot box di mu number 1 ena MPP Yewura Bawumia na nkasa ono na da first one what you say ena nkae no omu didi ho a enti se obi to ama ase ho ba bi a won se ballot box ni no de paper no obi pie ni nyina hye mu watimi atim ba we ni de ano ho na no de to table no so etim ye enti we enye se ense se ye ka kire okra wato ama no ho na owie ye no na ewo se okọ na eye parliamentary no eno nso wakoje no saa na wosan tim eno nso nti eno ena wasi kwan so a wakogina ho ekoje ne parliamentary die na wakotim eno nso afi otim wi a na ene nya ewo se wotoma no otu wi anya den oni ebetwetwe nkomo no nso yatwe bi gu ahoma so a ye de bro na ene no nso de press briefing no back to back say ekoswa ne say ekoso sisi e manya ne ntie say MPP amanyoko ni titiriu eye won a won ene da His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ni campaign team no Miracles Agbaje ena wo ye pani a woda no na enya ne ntie say press conference a etoso miensa ene dey third press conference ekoso we ne de it looks like abusia yebe ko hosisi a na very snappy na yakofania ekoso ho no de abreo na high Ghana News TV so idie ma cho say back to back saa na de be ma until say abato no bibia ebeko na wieye na Ghana mampani
I have voted both in the Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. All right. To all of you, members of the press, I've come in and I have voted both in the presidential and the parliamentary election. The process has been smooth. The lines I can see are very orderly, and we are expecting a very peaceful election. And I'm encouraging all Ghanaians to get up and get to the polling stations, queue peacefully and vote and exercise their right to vote, and let this be a very peaceful election. Yes.
Sir, are you hopeful of winning this election?
Yes, I must say by the grace of God, I am very hopeful of winning this election. I think that we have done a lot of work. We have put our message to the people. I think the message has been well received, and I believe that by the grace of God, when all the ballots are counted, the NPP, myself and our parliamentary candidates will emerge victorious in this election. I have no doubt.
How do you see the election so far?
So far, I am very happy with what I'm hearing in terms of reports around the country. There is calm. There is very little tension that I can see around the country. People are going to queue. In fact, I gather that people were queuing from midnight last night across the country. It shows enthusiasm, and I believe that that portends well for the democracy of Ghana.
Any figure of a margin of victory?
Stephen, you're going to set a trap for me. I'm not going to fall in that trap. A victory is a victory. We just want to win. So by the grace of God, we will win.
Can you say again what you expect for this election exactly?
Well, I expect a peaceful process. I believe that we will see a democracy in Ghana entrenched. And I want to thank all of you very much. Very happy with this be a encouraging. Members of the press, I've come in and I have voted both in the presidential and the parliamentary election. The process has been smooth. The lines I can see are very orderly, and we are expecting a very peaceful election. And I'm encouraging all Ghanaians to get up and get to the polling stations, queue peacefully and vote and exercise their right to vote, and let this be a very peaceful election. Yes.
Sir, are you hopeful of winning this election?
Yes, I must say by the grace of God, I am very hopeful of winning this election. I think that we have done a lot of work. We have put our message to the people. I think the message has been well received, and I believe that by the grace of God, when all the ballots are counted, the NPP, myself and our parliamentary candidates will emerge victorious in this election. I have no doubt.
How do you see the election so far?
So far, I am very happy with what I'm hearing in terms of reports around the country. There is calm. There is very little tension that I can see around the country. People are going to queue. In fact, I gather that people were queuing from midnight last night across the country. It shows enthusiasm, and I believe that that portends well for the democracy of Ghana.
Any figure of a margin of victory?
Stephen, you're going to set a trap for me. I'm not going to fall in that trap. A victory is a victory. We just want to win. So by the grace of God, we will win.
Can you say again what you expect for this election exactly?
Well, I expect a peaceful process. I believe that we will see a democracy in Ghana entrenched. And I want to thank all of you very much.
enti abusua Ghana mampani abedi chi his excellency Dr. Bawumia na wakwa jene samba tibido mantem wabra election no ekoso na video a wo hwa da nche wi enye video bia se wi enye video a ya pick from obuase and I have a video the free cia and asrafo when civilians any omo is no nyasa to na I'm saying yenti background audio no emra cia get back. Don't touch it. Don't go into the police station. Don't what? Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Hey, move video. Move video. Asrafo mienu ena abepie mu ewo eye dwumadi na se a eye bia ye to aba no ene se ase menteme ho ase ekoso ewo ho no na we no eye oboase East constituency na ahyase no ebeto odwa se Ghana o my Ghana eye ade asrafo ye deploy mo nko bia ye to aba no later ena mpanifo side eye press statement beto mountain so say omo an kan but omo who said there are places where womo bema asrafo no amoneta na say ehu be hia eduru mi a aye den a e wo say asrafo bamu a na ni omo bamu nti enye say omo nko ho ombeko ho but ombebo mantwa de atwen a till say ye be hu say ehu be hia say asrafo no emra mu ansa no bamu nti they have always been on Alangard seni America no na we no minim nti a ase omanfo no nti ase se asrafo na bepie mu ho enu nti ama enam so ama omo ne omo eye gidigidi sa no abusua anohye and this is not how we should treat your military for say ya hweni ya ebra ye hia omo no ye nya omo abusua ha Ghana News TV so no ani gu a wo hwedo nti se na meka ye no asen when nsem no ebepie bia no me make sure say mema wonsa kan wanya bia hwen wanya bia tie na wahunu ni a election a enedai ye no eya abato a ye to no oman mu ede ayim Ghana omampani ama wabetena so no ne ayekoso no yatimi atwebi ede akyerewa mo ahunu yekoso abusua se ne abre bia no aya metufo no unim se wokoto aba se ne amekonko kokoto ma aba simple din metu wie ya na me paper mensa we return come straight back to Accra ni beto am adwuma so saa na won so ukoto aba ni wi a bomodi anafo ani hwire mu ofie because o party a wo to ama no o ma deploy nkrofo as party agents a o ma train omo na etena ho make sure say bibia enkochew enti am party no enti sa wo sa gidie no wo party a wo mu ni mu a ene bomodi an ko fie kwatena ase sanso na se nonum enche bia kakra bi nonum no kra nya agbo awie enti won mu di line mu no de ye be wo mato but nipa foforo a wo ba be fra mu se wo beto aba na ye mo kwan e mo nto saa na mra no ne nhihye ne tie na mesre wo se 5 agboyi a baabi wo ho a there are some polling stations a sabre nipa asan ye hia so bia be san beto aba biem obi kura ho a be ebo be 2 do na o mato aba awie anka e wo se nko mo kan but esan se embra ne se no num ene epon ni ntinu no num no ene omo twen apon na abusua se ne amedi kan ede to wani ne MPP fo ene press conferences ahodo back to back ene omo ya omo di kan ye ne di kan aye ne etoso mienu ne etoso miensa enso ebomodia edi kwan mu a ba na mene wokọ MPP akache Yera Miracles Abuaji a wono he na Dr. Bawumia ni campaign team no wodano a woni omo chese Gen Z fo no wono na pani a Gen Z fo ni nyina no woda ya no me kire Gen Z a enye se me kire se me MPP ni ana se me kire se Gen Z fo no MPP amanyoko no wo matu obi a yen mabunga na mabun no wono na eda no ani wura ni dini Miracles Abuaji na busu am yenko na yenkotie enedai press conference ahodo a wo mo no edien e no mo ka e wo ho yenkotie nsem no emrasisi a hi Ghana News Series we say ne ndi kan aba ho hwe anu subscribe no wa share dia ma busu me enya fast na yenko ho na yenhwese ebenya audio afi ho dia mamwa na nia ekoso bia no ya twe bi e de akere mu amamo hu nia ekoso ewo MPP won akachi sisi a na enya ne ntie se won de ensentrofo nhia mu ehihye so ensentrofo nhia mu na se e na yakopi sisi ya ye fa nia efri ho e de abrewo no ye fa e de abrewo na busua ene o my Ghana e na decide na yentie yewra Jeff Kunadu sorry
it has
NDC MPP General Secretary.
Good evening, our friends from the media. It has become very important that I address you at this time. As the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party and Director of Operations for the 2024 campaign, right from morning, we have been monitoring situations in the over 40,000 polling stations across the country. Indeed, I will commend our men on the ground for giving us accurate information about the turnout across the country. I must admit that the turnout across the 16 regions are very low. On average, the turnout is between 50 to 65%. So at this time around, I want to assure our teaming supporters that the New Patriotic Party is winning these elections. What is left is for our agents to be vigilant at this closing stage. I want to use this opportunity to anyone who is yet to cast his or her vote that this is important as part of our democratic dispensation to exercise your franchise, and it is not late. So far as you are in the queue, even if it is 5 p.m., you still have the right to vote. What I want to send out, particularly to our vigilant agents in the voter region, that I commend you for the vigilance and the hard work that you have done in policing our polling stations to make sure that we are not cheated. But we are not there yet. We are entering into the critical stage which has to do with the counting of the voter or the ballot papers. Let us continue to be vigilant. Let us not sleep. Let us make sure that the accurate votes are what are going to be counted. Again, we also want to call on the Electoral Commission that earlier on we received some disturbing news in some parts of the country. To be more specific, Kintampo South, where we had some of their personnel tampering with the ballot papers. At this crucial moment, we are also asking them to also be very, very professional in the work that they are doing, to make sure that we will not record deliberate spot ballot papers. Again, for our agents across the country, we ask you once again, please open your eyes and make sure that you call the right and accurate vote for His Excellency Dr. Mahama Bawumia and the New Patriotic Party. We are also calling on the Ghana Police Service and the security agencies to make sure that our polling centers are safe, because from the report that we've gathered from some parts of the country, our opponents, sensing that they are going to be defeated or they are going to lose the elections, want to cause chaos in some polling centers, particularly our stronghold. So we are calling on the police service, the security service, to be at the polling center. And when the collation has been done at the polling center also, we also want them to be stationed at the collation center. We in the NPP are very sure that the votes that has gone into the ballot boxes, His Excellency Dr. Mahama Bawumia will definitely come out as a winner in this year's elections. All that is important is for us to make sure is that we are very vigilant at all these centers, from the polling center to the collation center, and inshallah, victory shall be ours. Our people, you should rise up, you should be at all the places that you need to be. At this point in time, when we are about to close, move to the polling station and make sure that at least our votes are secured and protected. Thank you very much. Okay, my
yenti twi die no so mra sisi a.
As General Secretary, Meda NPP party no reporter, accurate reporter yenya from over 40,000 polling stations. HSA voter turnout nipa dodo a omaba bonti ombeto aba no iswa. Now it cut across all the 16 regions. Ntibebi wa abo say on average between 50% to 65%. Now mefa akunya we so abo the agents are more voter region adwuma o maye a o mogira o na so sebi nipa bi entimi enye no mabone a o mo fa papers enkogu adaka num o mo hwe sebi o mo a o mo ni kwan so mo to aba no e bakwa to aba the agents are more voter region e da mo nyina amase afri so aka mrekuma bi na abato no abaweye o fie na wonto ya enye late but mo dia so bako polling station ho na makwa kire wadwene wo ho na sempo ebo 5 crampo na wo ho a wo ho akonya se so to aba no de message ne se sebi ye papa mo ye maame mo a omohwe bambo ho asem wo ho police for soldier for fire service for immigration no bi o wo twaka bi a obatom bia ne se yanya entiye se nipa bonifo bia o madwen se ye kan ya bana enkan ka ba bia ye NPP stronghold no o makodi basabasa na so makoetutu asem ho ntiye se ye IGP e ma omrante no mabawa no enwo ba bia be kan ya bana o polling station ho afre so ye kan ni nyina we so a collation center so ihia bambo a ho eden pa wo ho na ye NPP de said the normal no coso ni information ye nya no ye wogide kese pass ye beto aba na wie no na ye wura Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bawumia no wadi nkunim awa abatu no medamu nyina amase
Abusuya opani Justin Frimpong Kodua a wono waye MPP ye womo General Secretary Trotro opani na wode na nudi sema tudua no sanso na wono kro ya na eye election a ekoso MPP amanyoku no wono waye pani a wodi anim ahwese bibia bekoso toten na Ghana mampani abedi akiri asisi ye wo prese Ghana ento abama no na wo meye Ghana ye mampani His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahama Bawumia wokoto aba ni wieye no se na enye ono nko a se ne obia ekwa wode ne hokani eka ne hokono sa na Ghana ye mampani abedi akiri wono so to aba no na ne yire nso eto ne de enu nti ne yire akoto ne de kama na abusia baby a ne yire koto ne de no yenko na yenhwe hawa na dwumadi no ekoso hawa manfo na Mama Samira and I want to PMO. Ama yate paper no ama no wedi kan akwa ama ye verify no I make sure say ono a ewum se wo mu ni nanim de na nso e so de ne say C machine no so ma verification machine no e ka say verified that is we hunu say yes his excellency yire ero no ye twa the selfie ana we no confirmation ana say me de me call ya de me say C machine so e ka say verified ana me call you ntino say selfie twa bi so mu de ana say me de na nko yi ana me nyini say selfie twa bi a wo verification machine wa verify we ama wakwashe box no mu nso say na kind we open secret definitely ni kunu na wo beyo ama no anyway we akoto awie na ene wasan akoje a wo to eye parliamentary no eno nso wo to ede ama omo nti owie na ene sa wakotena ne ka mu a wono ena wo sin nti abusua say no Mama Samira Bawumia de no ekoe na eno achi no Ghana mampani dada wose Ghana fo nsan en consider no nom nto abama na ne 4 years aka no wo mesin enkodi ewo my Ghana mu ha His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama ena meka na se minabusua enedai wo kopie mu obole nim se eho no free eho ena na fruma ehye na wokoya wokose Ghana fo wokoto na aba na wokoto no wonkoto ne keke na mum opani waya de bia ade no obi anya bi eye ade a wose ye nyina ma ani ko hu ade a wose ye nyina ya dwen hu se da bi asem we die enhyeda nye normal asase ne aya na yenim no ene sen former President John Dramani Mahama okopie mu ewo eye atifido mantem no okopie mu wo ho a wokoto na aba abusunya wa ni kan ankwa ngoto aba no woko ne papa na so ekobo mpaye esra ne papa wona no eso ho ansa na wo wie akoto na aba abusunya mpaye bo no se ne yekoye no mienko tie ensem om kan no me de mente eyi no mente ni krom kasa no but mo amote no mesre mo a yentie okonso ne doba pa ka chiri Farida Mahama eno ne no ekoya busua eno mugina ho a wo mo ebo mpa ne tin se ko ekọ Ghana mampani former President John Dramani Mahama ne raho ohwe video na ne raho pa wo pepa na nimu nisuo ma memfa nko ba bi wo pepa na niwa mu nisuo na ehunu se ne raho hwe ni biwo yenhwe wo pepa na niwa mu nisuo na ne raho na ne ana ekoso ni tirim sa abre ne de ajeso no ankasa ene betimi a kire na opani akwa wo srem paibo na mpaibo no woko ne papa na so no nkomo ne papa ko di ye de e woni tirim ne kosa kosa woni tirim na we nu ye bole ena wakwa wo bom paye asrese Ghana ne papa Emmanuel Adama Mahama ena won ebo empire ewo ne naso no ena no ena esi ho no opani Adama ena esi ho Ekwan opani efa so no no odi kan ekwo na jana so ekobọ mpaye okosere ne papa eho adom ni nhira na ne areho adokoro no na wosu eti nisuo na nisuo ya ehwie gu na jana so ye busua die na betimi aye ewo nsunsan so bi ana wo se ye ne yebo pin eye won a ewo nimde ewo eye honhomsam na yetie se die na saadie a opani ya ye ebetimi aye nsunsan so ben ene benya ewa abato no so na owie na ene straight ene ko bia woto na aba no ene ko to na aba na ene abusua fans a wokodu ni kurom waje ye no nye fans ketwa fans ne de wajibi owie na ene woko bia wokoto na aba na abusua me enko na sisi afarida akoye ne cameraman prekope See, I wish I were the kind ato abaye presidential and no so it's an open secret definitely obeto man ho na owie na wo to aso akoto MP for no de no na hwe Farida camera woman Farida be camera woman eja okita the mobile phone hwe wo fa ne papa chi o enti ni ane papa to no na wo ko twa anase won siesie ballot box no baby obeto na aba no hwe Farida ena wakwa akotwa ne papa nyinam no abusua enti na ne a His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ne contender His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama okopie mu ewo ne papa naso ne okoye ewo ho hansa na wowie akwakoto na aba no sei ena ekoye na ewie ye ne yese na ne yira to dia papa na to dia say ne na definitely ne yire nso beto na ne yire to no wo he ne yese o se oba no wo ye nkrani nti wo ye krani dia na wo so to ne nkran ha yi na da bi ofibie wo ye bie ni na nso nkran ha no register ye nti na ne e wo so to na aba no wa ha na wo to a one ne mma emema wo mo sisi a no wo ma qualify so mo nso e wo so to aba no e wo se wo ni wo mo koto nti ye ya na ne opani wa he mo koto ana nkola no wa he mo koto ana petisa ye ni wo mo anim nie na maame mo koto aba wo se yan woni wo ma no wo se yan ne se ne intimi nhwe wo saa wo se ni ai course no ye twa eno nso e magana fo hu se enye ukunu nko ana koto aba no na emum wo ma no nso etimi ekoto wo mo de nje ne maame His Excellency former first lady ena okopie mu ewo nkran ha wokoto na aba na busua press conferences ne de se na mekan no eguso koso back to back saa ntino ebribia no meye na makofa na mahwe na mahunu ne ekoso saa ne ebe ne saa na sisi no yenko na gem yire ene ne mma womokoto wo maba no ne ekoso ewo eho Sharaf Mahama edimu bi sanso ena maame Lodina Mahama GM yire ena woji hag no maame Lodina Mahama na woji hag ewo ho no enti owie na womo ede ne to aso call bia obeto na aba no ene ne woko chia ne mpanifo kasa posini no nanka I think say person ko direct no Enti wa wavy cameraman wa jiso ena uwie en wato aso akobia womo ebeti wodine voters ID card ama odi voters ID card ne ma no omo verify ni wie ye ena ni oto aso ekoye ekoto na aba busua me enko ne yehwe former first lady ena wo koto na aba no enti enka enye protocol a ena nka wo di be ko ho a ena ekoba ne se wo ye pani nka protocol no de ko di anga du ho a ye nhwe kra because him say definitely ikunu ye Ghana former president ne de o you be a register ye ni but ye verified bi ama mra no ene kwan a ye fa so to aba wo Ghana mamu ha no bibia aye adwuma pepepe nti sharaf na akoto no de no sisi a no wo ye scout football agent mo a graduate agent ena Mrs. Lodina Mahama wono nso ato de nti wo wie na ene omde o mani hwe mu ofie wo se mpanifu a medical de omo akire mu ni nyina nso omo to wie ya na omo kofie o omo to wie ya na omo kofie from Otumfour to Yeranapo to former Ghana Mampani Nana Kwaku Oteng Adoo to Vice President His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia to mpanifu ahodo a ye di akire nyina no woto abani wie ya na ene se camera for the camera base ni so amana kasa na mo akasa wakasa wie ye na tito wokoni fie enti mesrew wa wo koto aba mo no omo a ade no form ho no omo wie ya na mo kofie na wo koto aba no wo wie a mesrew amentna ho nye hwe na nonum na nya abo there are places where omo asha ase a wo mo kan baabi nso wo ho a eho ne de wo munya enkenkan ye na busua ma me fa nko NPP wopani a wono na wo director Yera Dr. Bawumia ne communication ne campaign team no wadano miracles na dodo na efre no miracles aboaje na dodo na afre no na wodi kan ye press conference ebeto bia se NPP fo bi akokire mo baabi a wo mo tom print papers ni bebre na wo mo akoto ebi nso de beto bia se enye NPP fo NDC fo na chese obi e kan de na miracles se ono wo nchiremu wonimu omo a saade no eto wo mo nia wo mo pese wo mo ye nyina no susu aiso ni nyina no miracles abekirikiremu abusia mienko na kachi sesia na press conference number 2 a wo ye no yenko na yenko fani ntie nsem a miracles edi free eho eba na abusia Ghana News TV so no wani bu a wo hwe no mese se ne ndi kan aba ha wo hwe ya no wa subscribe no wa share di aman na yenko tie press conference no and some more miracles.
Good afternoon once again, and good afternoon to everyone watching or listening to us this evening. I believe last night when we spoke, we clearly indicated that we would be having such periodic and rapid engagement with you in the interest of transparency and also reducing the very high level of misinformation and disinformation that our obvious losing opposition party is churning out. We are more than halfway through the process, and so far the turnout is very, very, very encouraging. And we're urging everybody that is yet to cast their vote to start moving towards your polling station and cast your vote. So far, the process has been extremely peaceful. It's been very smooth and fluid, and we commend the Electoral Commission and the security services for a very good work done so far. And clearly, we can all attest to the progress we are making in our electoral processes in this country. You can also realize that by virtue of the reduction of the sizes or the number of people who vote in a particular polling station, it drastically reduced the queues that we are usually accustomed with in previous elections. And that's something that we also commend the Electoral Commission for. We also see the swiftness with which the security services, the Ghana Police Service, is handling issues as they come up on a minute or per the hour. It is important for us to note that in spite of all of these things, we have experienced some delays in other polling stations, but I'm very sure the Electoral Commission would have a strategy in place to ensure that everybody in the queue gets to vote. And so we are encouraging our fellow citizens to move towards your polling station and get in the queue and exercise your rights. This comes but every 4 years, and you do not want to miss this. In spite of the smoothness of the process and the obvious acknowledgement by all of us that the process since morning has been very, very peaceful, we've had some few pockets of issues that we believe that we would have to highlight. We need to do these things in order to ensure that we grow as a country and to also get it to serve as a deterrent to other people who may want to engage in these things. So this morning, we had an incident in Kintampo South where an electoral officer deliberately, in giving the ballot papers out, was tearing off the face and the column that has Dr. Mahama Bawumia. And so obviously what it means is that when the voter receives the ballot paper and goes to the voting booth, there will be no Dr. Mahama Bawumia for the voter to even cast their vote. And this electoral officer actually issued out 15 of such ballot papers. Thankfully, due to the vigilance of our party agents and our party people in the polling station, we're able to identify this, and as we speak, the Ghana Police Service has caused the arrest of this electoral officer, and investigations are underway. And so I'm sure you can see these ballot papers on the screen. And so what you are seeing on the screen right now is ballot booklets of close to about 15 ballot papers that have been issued. And as you can see on the screen, these ballot papers that have been issued do not have the image of Dr. Mahama Bawumia because they all remained in the booklet. This is a very, very worrying situation. It's a very sad situation, and it's something that we need to condemn, and condemn without any reservation, and encourage our party people, our security people, and electoral officers in the polling stations to remain vigilant to ensure that such miscreants who are doing these things for the NDC do not have their way around this particular election. The gentleman involved in this is called Joseph Derry. And as we speak, in fact, the Electoral Commission has also issued a statement. I'm sure we'll pull up the statement as well. The Electoral Commission has also issued a statement and indicated that they are also going to ensure the necessary sanctions are issued. So please, let us all eschew from such unnecessary and evil actions that cause serious dents on our electoral processes. It is quite worrying that even in 2024, we still have the NDC trying to pursue such crude ways of manipulating our elections. And the NPP is calling for Joseph Derry's prosecution, immediate prosecution, because whatever he's done clearly was a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people and the Ghanaian voter and to deny them their fundamental human rights to vote. And this is to let every single individual that has also been engaged in one way or the other by the NDC to perpetrate such actions to note that we are going to find you out. We have a robust system in place in every polling station, and no matter the machinations and mechanisms you attempt to do with the NDC, we are going to find you out. And if we find you out, unfortunately for you, just as Mr. Joseph Derry, I'm sure we'll pull out his picture on the screens. Just as Mr. Joseph Derry is on the screens right now, and he's going to suffer the consequences alone. If the NDC manages to lure you like they have done with Joseph Derry, you are going to be alone, and the NDC is not going to be there with you. And so we must all be cautious as we go about our duties today. In another worrying situation, Mr. Charles Foku, the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. His name is Charles Foku. He is the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. He had in his possession 76 printed ballot papers, already printed in favor of the former president, Mahama, and all he did was to try and stuff the ballot box with these illegal ballot papers. But like I keep saying, we have a very robust system in place in every polling station. And again, Mr. Charles Foku was caught and arrested. And as we speak, he is in the custody of police. We have a video of the incidents. It's been widely reported by the media. But I think it's important that we make the point again that why would, and please play the video for me, why would organizer of the Echima Kwawoma constituency, the NDC youth organizer, encourage and hand over to his own son, hand over ballot papers to him to go to the polling station to go and cast his vote and dumping these foreign materials into the ballot box? It tells you the mindset and the thinking that the NDC have in these elections. They know they have lost. They know there is no way the good people of this country are going to go into the box and vote for them. And so they are resorting to these illegalities and crude means to manipulate our elections. But that is going to be extremely difficult for them because the Electoral Commission is vigilant, the security services is vigilant, and our ever hard-working party people in each of the 40,000 polling stations are vigilant and are high alert. And so you can see the police causing the arrest of the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima constituency, Echima Kwawoma constituency. These examples, these critical examples, and it's important that I make the point that you'd realize the NPP is not churning out misinformation and disinformation. What we are doing is to highlight specific issues that have gone on, that have already been actioned by the police and the Electoral Commission, to ensure that we encourage every Ghanaian to also be on the lookout and be on the watch in preventing such things to happen. And these few examples clearly is I believe that the NDC is engaged in a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people after they have realized they have lost the elections. And of course, clearly, with the numerous arrests that is going on, it's clear that they are failing at their strategy and they are failing woefully. And so if you're an NDC agent, you're an NDC officer, you're an NDC friend that has been engaged by them to execute any other activity from this moment to the next few hours before the election ends, please be reminded that you are going to be arrested, you are going to be caught, and when you are arrested, you are going to be alone. And so you would advise yourself and ensure that you do not engage in whatever it is that they have actually tasked you to do. The EC officials have done tremendously well, except for the few accomplices of the NDC within the EC. But the good news is that even for those EC officials, you have the Electoral Commission swiftly taking action and dealing with them. And we commend the security services also for the good work they have done so far. Be rest assured, we have a very robust system in place that will not allow such manipulations to succeed. In that vein, we restate our call to the Ghana Police Service to give us the status of each of the single arrests they have made for each of these criminalities that the NDC have been doing since the last 3-4 days and today. We need to bring these things to the attention of the Ghanaian people, give us a status report, and we need to get any other person to get to know what has happened to these criminals, so that when they are also thinking and planning to do same with the NDC, they will be cautious. To our very good Ghanaian people, be rest assured that we are going to increase the vigilance at the polling stations, and we call on all of you to join us in this endeavor. We believe that Dr. Mahama Bawumia is winning these elections and winning it in a very big way. And that is why we want these elections to be free and fair. It is our elections that we are winning, and we do not want the elections to be disrupted. We are committed to a peaceful process, we are committed to a transparent process, and we are calling on every Ghanaian out there to join us in this cause to ensure that your vote would count, and that at the end of the day, we will not be having an illegal president, but we'll be having a president that has been voted for by the Ghanaian people and by the people who qualify to do so. We trust that each and every Ghanaian would exercise their right to vote and will not be dissuaded or be intimidated by the selfish acts of the opposition NDC. We encourage you that in the next few hours before the election ends, please and please again, go and add up to the numbers. Step out, go and cast your vote. This is your moment.
Abusia enti Yera Miracles and Yera former president. Asemu, the former president. Current Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and the campaign team member Bako Ena, watu na numutu no, enyama akukọ so se kintampo koba na se Electoral Commission worker wote krata na presidential krata na ama omanfo akoto aba no se wote a inse se nka ba bi o ma mark dot no nko beti aba no obeti pepa no wo ho ama nipa no no wate afa Dr. Bawumia de niminti no obeje pepa na obekan no obo se Dr. Bawumia mfoni ni so nti we confused na wiawa na je se what was no because ekoba na sanso a ballot paper no so no serial number ni so enti se yenya party agent bi a wono wo ye frenching one na je se obe protest ebe wie no na je se mpaso bi a maso akoye rejected ballot spoiled ballot enunti ena ama na ni abre a wo make sure say bibia beko na akwa mu frenching no na sa nipa ye kana asemi no ade a posifo aso ne pa achi ama oni posifo eni aban ekodi se eye abato okoso a ono wan na adwen se won pese abato no bekosa ne o se kono abusua aban aso ni mu na oni aban so nya amane de a onim ne ebefiri mu aba na era Freedom Jacob Caesar ebi adodo na refre no cheda na ye ka won akoto aba mpanifo de na chese wono ye follow ye kinlia woba watiri me back mu ne ka police siren di nani motoke di nani woba nso woni ntwotwo mutwo ne yere na woni homo woni no ba ya chese skafo ka pa expensive luxurious car me back na wode ba beto aba no ene woni ni dofo a segana foto aba ma ne de yi a ya shase ye kinkan segana foto aba ne ma no wie na jeze wo mu diso a ono na be first lady abusi ono yom bedu na yenko tie nsem e koso ho no na ye hwedu na sisi a His Excellency Nana Kwabedi Akon ene the first lady na womo ababedura womo tutu tatai omo twen ana oso mo ye na omo de omo kona omo koto aba na I think say pani waja bibi waka ni mu a wakofa aba na afi wo watimi aha ntie no abedu ho a wode ye de nse hye indelible ink ni mu ne yire ensu kita any president na adenti no mo manto aba nka president no mo ne sampani fond de nka I suggest nka mo no special voting no na nka mo beto aba because well say na emra tie bia no eja nti edene sa she indelible ink ni mu ya check na hwe mo voters ID ni kura obi na kita o onipa no na wasan age kita no say president dear and first lady dear moon kita nneɛma santi sisi ani a verify no ye hu say yes truly ho no to aba into one verify no and after verification no hu say NKB Nana Kwambi di akon cheddar and adodo na afre no wedi kan na anka okwaje ne paper no but still na o twa first lady and say you do yen NKB de cheddar oh papa odo yen de he onko tu nya na yire o ba se nka we utu wi na yire nso ato mumienu there is no way mumienu ba akɔhye box no mu se moto aba no wo aha ene wo fodi ne de no Nana Kwambi di akono no na okay bi o hwehwe ni mfoni ansa no wa sa ahwese ne de na no to ma ya na okay to afodi wo de akɔhye box ni mu enti na Nana Kwambi di akon wone ne yire ni dofo ne yire dofo twotwomtwo na won akoto mo de na busua akenkan na hyase na mekwa kopie mu collation center ho na ne ekoso ho bia no Ghana News TV so ya fa ama mo live amumanya bia hwe no manya bia ti midin na sefa hen bubu me na mbedi enedai dwumadie no ho chia me na medi usi amada wase mebo modia na makopie mu dwumadie no ba bia wo mo kan no na afi ye de ehode nso abebomba mesre o se amekan ya no se uchi di se wakoma entime nnwo ne ye bekoso wo ho no so a free ba bia ye kan aba ne kofie ne ko tie radio so na TV so na ye no se ye twa mo wahwe no na ehwe bi simple kra menko fa wakoma nko ho obewie na afi ya kire wakotum ye kire utumu a kai se nye GM ne ya che no kai se nye Dr. Bawumia ne ya che no kai se nye Nana Kwambi di akon ya che no kai se nye Yira Alan Kwaju Chematin ne ya che no na kai se nye empanifo no mu bia ene ya che no nti misra mo wani na ho sa abo owo na batwe ewie a bronya ene the next thing na ye nyina ye ni bronya no ema ya ninye ha Ghana News TV so midin na sefa hen bubu electoral violence ase afi we die ende meka se ya nsheda I experience electoral violence menti so biawu menti se enye den a menti me ho ase de nya aba besen but pa se obiawu ye twa obi ason ye twa obi ti da bi eno de menyante ye pinchen de ye dikante ye se posifu akire party agent bi a wodi tuo wodi ye kan sen meka se ade a edi awudie wodi bi apie ho ama ya kire no yes o ma kire obi sa ama posifu asoa no o ma so ne pa achi de ne ko sanso ena ne ana wote abana wonti ni yie nso no ya kire no emfa se electoral commission training no but still no se ni opeso ye ne no ano ye ya kire wono nso sanso ena brantie bi nso ekopie mu ewo baby aye to abana ono just on de okita papers no be ni ho a just wa tom print ni nyina wo koyi agum wo ko to abano ne bag bo nachi a just nkokohwie agum ne no nso ya so ano no nso emra no ene ni bedi wo ma ya kire mu nyina no kai say there's no way president anase nia oni obedi president na anase ne vice no wo mbeba ene wakodam ho eye wonko a emra so se abato no wo mo kenkan ti no enkenkan na hyase ya busua me ko na ye be koso ho bia no me dia beto anim ha Ghana News TV so mesro se wo akwantu mu a ye na street agency ena wo ma so masene a video yi matimi atwa na kama e dia bremo aye update back to back amamonya bia hwe na ye na street agency wo ne ma ye wo akwantu mu no bomoden ane from no mo nyemfa mrɛ door to door o mo ye ho ade pa sanso ena se ekoba ne se wo ne ma ni bi wo Ghana ha na wo se no nso e kwa akwantu mu afrɛ ye street agency na wo mo nyemfa mrɛ se wo Ghana ha na se open kwada nuane papa e ya burochire die aptamil nia be eda ho no a omode ane frɛ ANS Street Agency na omoton eno nso bi omo mat e wo my Ghana mu ha mo amo pa tu akoton no mo frɛ ANS Street Agency eye omo shop number no eye 053 544 1359 053 544 1359 na wo a wote aburuchi a wopese wonye package kama emfamre umame wonye aye mu package bronya nema package no omodi ane from na wo mu enye sa emfama sanso na ase wo akwantuo mu na upe Ghana nema hye bronya ebai upese yi wudi bronya no mehu se wo ye Ghana ni a omodi ane ko www.abexpress.com wo ntade egu yi a ni nyina no hobo run Christmas sale ubenye bi ato ntoma kente ahwene ni nyina Ghana nema ni nyina no ubenye bi ato sanso na wo a opam ntade wo a onwi kente wo a wo ye hwene wo a wo ye Ghana nema no ko www.abexpress.com na eco register na fa nema ni go for price ne count na sa amanfo eto aburuchi a won be momodia na wo magye e de akọ e de ama wo mo sanso na se open vehicle 20 anase kwa mixture ato a na wo UK a frɛ yes Salis GM Limited Salis General Merchandise Limited na wo mu deliver bi emfama na bomodiana na enya hoden soronko abusia ha na mede we si na makọ collation center ho na makọfa ho de no nso e de abro medin na nase fa hwen bubu abusia amfa nsi a na me na wase na mede usi ha da wase de a na e wose bomodiana na asempa amate no a woyie no me ne wo che me mfa nka me ho because me ne mu nyina e na eko na me ne mu nyina na eko na semate asempa de a ne ne mienko na yenkofa asempa no
Menu makwekwe asempa kania semenam na meti asempa no mamo amane a na ma no keka me anyambia wate ANS Trading Agency Limited nka se wo ka se door to door for no de ane watwa esanse obie ne wa wo se wo sa door to door business nim wo nyoma wo UK a wo de ko Ghana ana se Germany a wo de ko Ghana 3 to 5 weeks ebekwa kodu nipa ne punu anu se try na de mo demu sronku wo se adwuma de ewe mu ne se wo ho bo no e da fom se boko ANS Trading Agency Limited ewo air freight special service and on nyoma ne be fa play entintempa na akwa akodu obetima fa sa akwa we ya so de nyoma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany efejiji dem which na also agina ye na men drop bomb ANS Trading Agency Limited pe and a 40 footer any 20 footer container ya fe UK ediko Ghana ana Germany ediko Ghana omo manioma yemre import o export o dem there for you omo Ghana na mani 0249 170 423 UK has over free 0790 802 7527 Germany so 09173 771 2733 Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited Quantum Brantem wana bebo ya baso maybe next time you feel afu from the bebro
let's say the more kwababa abexpress.com abexpress.com the media ya die mo Otumfour ni abanyina ni apoabo no ni dia beku abexpress.com e dia na wo be free Ghana ana Africa empabo ana satade kente papa bi na wo pe na wo dia dada wo ho party ase ana bibia wo hwe bia bra abexpress.com ya dia ya poabo ni amanu o ya de bre wo kwa abexpress.com ya dia mu ahwene e dia na wo hwehwe wo Europe abrochire ana wo America Australia no ho ana wo ana that's Asia now tie na bia wo bia ensuro kura everyone is on abexpress.com na dia wo hwehwe no wo sabeka abexpress.com we dia ye mo abexpress.com we dia papa abexpress.com ya de Ghana e 2 abrochire ho